Oh, let's do this one. Okay. Arsenal Da Rebel, one of the greatest battle rappers of all time. I even follow Arsenal musically. The man's got a lot of incredible music. He's got a lot of dope features with a lot of dope artists. I always talk about tracks with him with people like Al B. Al. Arsenal's put in so much work over his career. He deserves everything and more for all the content, music, battles that he's given us. He's one of the first international, could be right now, or at least at times up and down between like him, Hitman, and Charlie Clips and DNA, who's the highest viewed of all time. Like Arsenal is on my personal Mount Rushmore. Okay. I ain't gonna get into right now all four because I don't need you getting I don't maybe I'll say that for a different video. But I'll tell you one person I saw my personal Mount Rushmore, Arsonal Da Rebel. Okay. The king of disrespect. Disrespectful mother. His disrespect is has created a subgenre within itself, within battle rap. He did that. He's the one that can say what he said to Shadi Horror. He's the one that could talk about kids and children and I'll do this to your baby. He's the one that can get on stage and violate a league owner. He's the one. Do not, everybody don't try to do what Arsenal does. I would not suggest it. Not everybody could do it, but he created a lane for it. And you compliment the lane that he created with him being one of the first, with him being a real street nigga. So battle rap is such an aggressive sport. You know, we look at these people and it's like, God forbid we find out you're not all of this of a gangster and a street nigga and a gang member and a shooter and a stabber. And when we find that out about you, it makes you feel different about the person, right? Arsenal is really that though. It's really that. I've been around the man, been working with the man, been building with the man, been a homie to the guy for like 11 years at this point. I've seen all I need to see to say he's valid. He's a valid guy, man. He's valid. And we also watch Arsenal stand on shit that so many of you niggas won't. That's another stream and another topic as well. I'll save that. I really, really support and fuck with this guy, Ars, man. I really do. His music, his battles, all that. Now, off that, me and Arsenal didn't start off our relationship like that by far. And you're not supposed to. You don't know people. You don't trust them. Sometimes you might not fuck with them. You might be trying to, you don't even know if I'm going to ever see this person again. You don't know if I'm ever going to work with this person again. I just watched the Flowers video from Rosenberg Raw yesterday. Shout out to Rosenberg Raw, man. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, G. Thank you. And RBE is not RBE without certain people that have been a big part of the movement, and Rosenberg Raw is one of them. So thank you, Raw. I appreciate that, Froze. But Froze in that video that he just did, he says, you know, a lot of the early RBE people, they didn't know my vision. They had no clue of what RBE was to become one day. Um, how could you peer into the minds and the backgrounds or the work ethic or the longevity or the perseverance nature of an ARP or a Shata? And then you got people that come in like a Lawrence. Fast forward people like Dr. God and Ant and Winged, you know, but the initial two, ARP and Shata, you can't look at these two guys in 2013 when we started putting together our first event and determine who they are and what they will be. We know that. Y'all don't. So I get it. And I think some of that applies to Arsenal as well, given the nature of how fucking cool we are now versus how much of a fucking asshole he was back then. All right. So I'm going to play some footage from the epic moment, but not just the epic moment, but multiple moments in this battle show off in Arsenal. But let me give you more backdrop. This is for my battle rap people on the channel, okay? I got stories and backdrop like this for days, and I owe y'all more battle rap content on the Sorry Shoe podcast. So, setting up this battle, this very tense battle, one of the most tense battles in the room on the RBE channel, whether you know it or not. You had to be there to understand. Setting this battle up, at this point, Show Off was already looked at like my blood cousin. Okay. The way ARP, Shota, and Show Off was moving around by this time, we was locked in. And another thing that I took from Raw's Flowers video, like he said ARP chose Show Off, right? The way that me and Show Off met, the way that we built, the way that we connected and vibed, I like, it's my guy. And then on top of that, I'm watching this guy's talent. This guy is incredible. He Show Off still to this day is one of my favorite battle rappers of all time. To this day. That's never gonna change. I've seen too much, I heard too much, I watched too much right in front of me. The guy's really incredible with his pen and then the believability and his performance. Guy's incredible to me, man. But by that point, when this battle's being put together, I think this battle might have been put together in Toronto. Well, I think the posit might have been Toronto. It could have been. It could have been an event where Big K battled Ill Will and I was there. Was it that or was it something before that? But we was definitely out of town. And Arsonal, me and Show Off was there at an event, and Arsonal was there as well. So me and Arsonal was already chopping about putting together him versus Show Off as kind of like making up for him having to pull out of the first time I booked him. History, reminder for people. Was it the very first Blood, Sweat, and Tears card? Yeah, I think it's the very first one that we did. It wasn't supposed to be Big Cannon versus Ill Will. It was supposed to be Arsonal versus Big Cannon, right? Leading into the battle, and this is another reminder of how solid Arsonal was, even back then from a business standpoint. Maybe at least 3 weeks, maybe a month, whatever, before the battle went down or the booking went down with Arsonal and Big Cannon, Arsonal calls me. He chimes in three-way of his manager at the time, and they bring me up to speed. He had I think it was that Ether event, right? The one that had I think it was Conceited and Big K. Was that the event that had Cassidy's return versus Disaster? I forget. But that big card, and there was a lot of money going around for it. And I think they wanted Arsonal on that card, and I think they wanted a like more exclusivity moment for him. Now, I did this before. I did it with Math and Disaster for King of the Dot, where I broke my own contract to let somebody go do their thing. I was the guy that was willing to do that for people, right? And the Math and Disaster history. Maybe I'll do that stream tomorrow, maybe, and I'll talk about the type of stuff behind the scenes with this related to Math and Diz. But Oz calls me with his manager, and they're like, yo, we got such and such going on, man. We want to get you back your deposit, man. And I got you. Like, if you could just rock with us on this situation, understand the situation. And I was like, I understand. It's all good. You know, let me get that deposit back, and it's all good. We're gonna continue to rock. Ill Will and Big Cannon goes down. That card is fine. It's cool. Later on, when I put this together, and I got this Blood, Sweat, and Tears concept, I'm using things like this to get the battlers to do matches that were not conventional to them, like battling up and comers and shit. It's either the money that's creating it, them seeing my vision, or me having a particular scenario where I can put them in a real nigga spot, like I did with Oz. Like, hey man, so that favor you owe me, I want you to battle Show Off. It's similar. How do you think Red battles Oops? There's history to that when the Math and the Red battle doesn't happen because of the Math and Diz fight the week before. That's another story I can get into, but let's try to stay on this. So he accepts the battle. We out there out of town. Me and Show Off pull up on Arsonal at his like hotel or something like that. And we find a staircase. We shoot Arsonal's trailer. Arsonal's actually right there when Show Off is right there when Arsonal is shooting his trailer. I'm doing it on my phone, his trailer footage. It's still on the channel somewhere. And he's sitting there, and this is why Arsonal's such an asshole. He's sitting there, he's saying things like, who, Show Him? I don't know that nigga. I'll show out, whatever. He's like purposefully at times calling him Hitman Brother's name and shit. Show Off is literally standing off camera right behind us, and he's talking. He's an asshole, man. He's the king of disrespect, D. but it's Triller. And that fourth wall in that story, it doesn't get broken until 10 years later when I tell you, right? But it's dope little details like that. So we set the battle up. Now let's get to the event. Let me tell you something about me and Shata, right? Our we grew up together, obviously. Our background is our background. Um, we see things, we peep things, we watch over each other in certain respects. And we have the type of background that makes us understanding of certain energies and peep certain things. This is why I'm the one that's saying, hey, dude, Uncle Rod, you're the one that's recording this God tier battle rapper, but make sure you edit the footage because of boom, 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 boom. He's like, oh shit, I didn't even peep that. I'm like, yeah, and you're the one recording it. You want to know something about even that situation? A shot that calls me and says, yo, XYZ is moving like this. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool. We moving like this too, but it's not even that. But we're aware. Yeah. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'll save it. It's the same night when I found out. You know what? Let me chill. I got too many stories for y'all. So Arsenal pulls up. Shota hates the way that Arsenal pulls up and the way he's moving. This was like a venue in Queens. He pulls me to the side during the event at times. He's like, yo, Austin's here. I'm like, good. Our main event is in the building. Arsenal pulled up deep as shit. I think Arsenal even got footage. Or like he did like a little mini road to a documentary or something. Him and a bunch of his people loading up cars. And Arsenal, at times, you will catch him pulling up to venues like that. And there's other times where you catch him pulling up to a venue one deep. It's how you catch him pulling up to a venue by himself. The last time I seen Arsenal in a venue when we was at Power Moves, Hitman versus Geechee, he might have been by himself. It might have been. But this event, for show off, he pulls up like 8 cars deep or some shit, is in his own documentary. And his energy was, and then he also wanted his money, all his back end before he got on stage. It's like, I don't even operate like that. League owners don't operate like that. Now, we don't have any trust between each other business-wise at this point, really, even though we had that backstory of the cancellation and all that. So I'm walking into this feeling like, shit, me and you was cool. I did you a solid. And it's all this, I need my money before I get on stage. He's in there. His vibe is a little standoffish. Also, I don't even know if I said this to you before, but this is how me and Shata was like, the energy that we was feeling. He's in a VIP section with him and his peoples. I went over to him at one point. Oh, what's up, Ars? And his energy, even to me, wasn't welcoming enough. I'm not trying to say he owed me the world, but we got a little bit of history. But with the big cannon battle and getting, being around each other and conversations and building a little bit, and we in business, right? His energy in the building. What up, Ars? I'll shake his hand up in the VIP room. I'm on a regular floor, the VIP area, and his energy is just. I'm like, yeah, Shata's right. I don't know what's up with dude. All right, you know what? Get this fucking guy all his money. It's all good. We're going to pay him. Give him all his money. We don't got time to argue right now. Fuck it. He's here. Show's here. We're going to do the battle. Fuck it. It's all good. Pay him all his money. Right? Remember when I said points like by now, Show Off is looked at as RBE's golden boy, one of their front people. And in my opinion, also, you could tell me if I'm wrong, my nigga. In my opinion, his energy wasn't just for Show Off. It was also for RBE, because the way that RBE and Show Off are tied in, if you are intuitive, like a street nigga supposed to be, y'all all my ops. And this is also the energy of battle rap, when it's not like all behind the scenes, everybody's practicing their rounds together and lovey-dovey and in spaces together talking. There's a lot of animosity, and it's really still street. Even though it's monetized at this point, back then, it's still way more of a street vibe. A lot of these people don't really know each other yet. Also, don't show off cross paths right now. They're going to treat each other like brothers. Back then, it's like, who are you? I don't know you like that neither. I seen you on YouTube, but fuck you. The energies is different back then. So RBE, I always felt like he had to look. He was supposed to. Both of these niggas is my ops. ARP, Shota, the RBE team, they in cahoots with Show Off. And there's proof of that even in the footage. But let's get to the warm-up footage as the battle behind the scenes we was putting together. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. So this is all my edit, people. A lot of people didn't know that I was editing in the battles back then. So everybody knows the Monica no contract killer and the multiple meanings behind that. When he turned around and you saw the back of his shirt, that laughing sound effect, that's purely me. Because what was going on between all the leagues and everything, I just had to stand front line with it and say, we ain't going, and this is how we stand, and this is what we believe in. Like this stuff that's happening in these directions to like, I wasn't with it. And I was very standoffish. Like, if this is how people gonna act towards me, all right. And all of this is part of the developments, the stuff that goes both directions to creating what you'll never see again. A rivalry like that of RBE. And it's the biggest rivalry in battle rap history. There's been battlers that had rivalries and then they battled and then shake hands after and all that. The storyline of RBE and URL, you will never get a rivalry story in battle rap that mirrors that or comes as high as that. 10 plus years of it. And I'm being 1,000 when I can say I edited the laughing sound effect in that right there because of the energy between these companies at the time. Keep it 1,000. I ain't signing shit. Keep playing with it. Iced out Rolex all the way back then, huh, Oz? I see you. I'm gonna give you a little props, homie. I got you. I was a decent editor, man. Yo, I see some of y'all up and coming leagues footage and y'all editing. It's trash. Whatever date this is uploaded, this was the league owner's editing ability all the way back then. So I deserve and I earn the right to say, step your game up with your editing. You got these incredible artists on your stage. Present your product well. This is all the graphics, the app, all of this is me. This is all me. All of that. That's all me.
All right. On my left, introduce yourself. Arsonal, aka Bars. You can't spell Bars without putting that Arson in Jersey. You know what it is.
I got rid of that chain, man. I should have kept it. I really should have kept that chain. It was a Gucci chain. I remember one time behind the scenes at Club Trom, Averb was like, damn, man, what did that cost you? And I was like, nah, I ain't going to tell you because you're going to count my pockets. I swear to God, I remember little D. Oh, man. My man Sam gave me this custom sweater. It's a 1 of 1. Shout out to my guy, Sam.
And on my right, introduce yourself. Show off, nigga. H2R. I'm more Jersey than him. That's it.
I'm more Jersey than him. Understand, people, the interviews, the promotion, the trailers, the things Show Off and Austin was saying leading up to this point, the perspective of RBE and Show Off being that tied in at the time, it all created a very tense, and it just so happens to be fucking Show Off that ends up in these situations, right? In the building, you can hear a pin drop with Show Off and Math. If you was in that building, you understand how tense it was. Everybody was waiting for it to pop off. Like, this is going to happen. They're not going to complete these 3 rounds. This battle right here had a similar vibe in the building. If you were there, it was eerie. It didn't feel right. And it's the energy that we all created. You could only blame the two battlers and the league. If you're walking in, you feel like, oh, this is about to be dope. This is fun because Danny Myers and Chilla Jones is on the stage, and we know that they're friends, and there's gonna be a good lyrical back and forth. It's the energy that's there, and the thing, and what's presented, and what the public understands and sees. When you walk in there based on what you know and what you feel and what you see from Arsonal, RBE, and show off, it was one of those pin drop battles again. Like, what's gonna happen?
Oh, she came first. Both in the air. Yo, just asked me to see both sides of the coin, my nigga. They don't do that to you.
That right there tells the whole tale to me. This is what shows the protective, intuitive, smart levels of Arsonal to me. Arsonal at this point, he's supposed to be treating me the way that he is. I fuck with this guy, but I don't know this nigga. He did 100% the right thing right there. I'm looking at this RBE shit and all that. So I'm still using the energy that we've always presented to each other. But like I said, me and Shata telling me in my ear, yo, he moving a certain way, his energy. I don't like his energy. I go up to him, I shake his hand in VIPs. He's acting standoffish and short. Yeah, I got to get paid and all this. I'm feeling a vibe. And when it comes down to the cameras is on and it's time to get my money and it's time to rap and this is a battle, and who's he got to protect? His brand, himself, right? All the way down to let me see both sides of the coin. And I'm like, oh shit, you think I would do that? Like, this shows me everything that I need to know. If I didn't know by now, which I did, I definitely do at this point. Me and Arsonal is at odds from certain aspects, not like personal, but more so like there's a division, and they're supposed to be. I get it. That man asked me to see the coin, B. He's the only person that ever did that, I think, on RBE. Yeah, he was carrying it a certain way leading into this battle.
Shit.
All right, now let me fast forward to this moment. This is the first one where I'm just like, during the battle, I'm just like, this mother. All right, let me go here. All right.
Yo, no more dirty money. No more dirty money. I ain't gotta hit the streets major. I'm Arsonal. I can have any league book me if I really need paper. You non-violent. Well, I make my own weapons. Guess I'm a peacemaker. I was thinking about taking ARP deposit and not showing up, pulling a clean paper. I'm Freddy on Elm Street in the nightmare of a teenager. You just a young nigga.
You can catch some of the energy and the vibe from the video, but in the building it's much worse. Even him rapping shit, you can hear a pin drop. You hear sound effects in my edit after the fact, but minus the sound effects, you don't hear shit. It's just like everybody's up there like, yo, what did you just say to ARP? Yeah. And you got to know when you got certain content and you're moving a certain way, your team knows. As a leader, you're supposed to brace your squad. Yo, we moving in there. I don't know these RBE niggas like that. This nigga show off. You see what he's saying leading into the battle. Don't fuck with him like that, neither. And I'm about to diss this nigga ARP, y'all. Everybody stay on point. And you got like 10, 15 people on stage behind him. You know what I'm saying? So don't know. And this is why I will forever say, good lineup. Good lineup. I got more details though for y'all. Let's get to now the classic moment of, is this league owner being unprofessional? Let's get to this classic moment. I will forever love the fact that this moment is on the RBE channel. It just shows the gritty nature of battle rap, you know, and the things that can be said and how people like, it just is what it is. Let's get to it.
A hustler, nigga. I get cash on the go. Back in February in Toronto, I was hustling bags of the dro. That's when ARP pulled me to the side.
So it was Toronto. See, I nailed it. Yeah, it was in Toronto when I gave him his second deposit, his back end, and we shot the trailer and everything. And me, him, and Show Off was out there. Right there, people don't know. Like, you know how you standing and you could feel somebody. He's pulling me towards him. I always still felt like if you was able to Arsenal based on his pull, I felt like that would have been incredible footage for him. I felt like he was gonna pull me towards him, put his arm around me, and then say the ball. That I mean, super mark out attempt. Because he really was pulling me a little bit, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this nigga on, son?" And this nigga had the nerve in the midst of this to tell me, "Come on, man, it's your league. Why are you talking while I'm rapping?" And nigga, you just touched me, nigga. I love this nigga, man.
I was hustling bags of the dro. That's when ARP pulled me to the side, said, "When you gonna battle Show Off? I'll be booking his ass for the low." This was right before Queen's Flip started whooping his ass in the snow. Oh, wow. He whooped you.
He lying.
He whooped you.
He lying.
He whooped you.
He lying.
I got it.
There you go.
No, chill. Let me go. No crowd reaction. No crowd reaction. He whooped you.
Now, there's so much that I'm saying right there, Tim. I'm gonna tell you one thing that killed me in the moment. One thing that killed me in the moment is not during the fight, not as me and Flip was getting broken up. It was the walk away. Arsenal was the one that was walking with me to the elevator. And the things he was saying to me on the way to the elevator, I shall keep in private. And he was even saying stuff like, yo, come up to my room. It's blah, blah, blah. Come to my room, man. Damn, son, y'all niggas is tripping. Like, hold on, my room number is this, right? And I was just in the zone. I was like, yeah, all right. And I got in the elevator. I went to my room, right? I ain't talked to nobody after that. Calmed myself down. Took a couple videos and pictures because I was in that asshole mode. Like, yeah, we out here. This is what it's looking like out here. Something. I sent a clip to I think Shata. And I was scheduled to. I'm actually glad that it worked out like this. I had booked myself to be in Toronto, like let's say on a Saturday, for the event with Hitman versus Shotty Horror. That's the night that me and Flip got into it. I had already also booked to fly, so I missed day 2 of the Toronto event. I flew straight to St. Louis on that Sunday to catch Street Status to watch Oops. Now, the way I was tied in with Show Off at this time was the same way I was tied in with Oops. I'm telling y'all, when I say nobody moved around in battle rap more than me, it's true. So I didn't even stay. I was like, I get to see Hitman and Shotty Horror on day 1 of King of the Dot, and I'm going to fly and go link up with my nigga Oops. You know what I'm saying? In St. Louis the next day. And it worked out well because what if I was still in Toronto day 2? Then me and Flip would have had to cross paths again. And who knows how that would have go, how that would have went. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when I got to St. Louis and I pulled up to the venue, niggas was like, yo, we hear rumors that you fought last night. What do you? I'm like, yeah, I'm here today. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. Hey, this nigga is fucking, who is this guy? The way I think it was Magic that said that to me. Be Magic outside of the venue. But that conversation that me and Arsenal had as he was walking with me to the elevator was another reason why I was so bugged out in this moment. Like, yeah, the king of disrespect. You got it.
He whooped you. And I made sure it was a fair fight.
Too many laps.
That's when Queen's Flip started whooping your ass in the snow. He whooped you. So what? The nigga bit you. Come on, yo. Come on, bro. It's your league and you talking to me, son. He whooped you, though. So what? The nigga bit you. Be glad he didn't clip you and put them 2 big bitches to your chest. That would have made it official. Handheld sawed off, nigga. That's what make it a pistol when it kick, nigga. That's what make it jujitsu. Big round sat him down because Ars can't.
Awesome, you my nigga, man. There's also footage. I have the footage of me and Arsenal when this battle ended. When the battle ended and the crowd was able to let their hair down, me and Arsenal was at the front of the stage. I had this picture, it might be even on my Instagram. The picture of me, got a microphone and my arms around him. And I say on the microphone with him, I was like, yo, why would you say that? You know what I'm saying? And the crowd is watching us on the front of the stage. And like he said something slick back to me on the microphone, like, you know what I mean? And you know, it was what it was, man. That night was just perfect for the fans. Like y'all got what y'all got y'all money's worth and then some. And then I also never forgot when I booked him after that. It might have been the QB battle next time we worked together after that. But I remember he was on the phone and I sarcastically said, I said, yo, don't come on the stage and play with me again. I sarcastically said that to him while I was setting him up. And I never forget the nigga says to me, he says, nah, you good. I already got you now. Cause he, as if he had a list of people to just, you know, do his king of disrespect shit on. He's like, nah, I already got you. And I was just like, this motherfucker, man. So just some backstory between the lead in and even the after of me and Arsenal, man. And fast forward, he's one of the people I fuck with the most in battle rap. Always forget to say his name so often. Like you might hear me say certain names about people that I fuck with past battle rap, and I think y'all know who most of those people are. Arsenal is one of them.